All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, November 7th, set today by Masquerade. Let's see what Masquerade has in store. Hopefully not as bad as Vlad yesterday. Little girl read out first of lessons at church. Yeah, not sure what that could be. Church is usually used in wordplay, but then the definition would either be little or little girl, which maybe little. Girl read out, maybe that's a homophone. First of lessons could just simply be an L. Church could be kirk, maybe. No, let's try. Why does that keep happening? The Stones Memorial, question mark. No, don't know that. May proceed, tavern in the town. Oh, I wonder if it is a 7-letter town. May, we've seen before, cluing might or vice versa. And then maybe something for a tavern like inn. Ooh, there's a helicopter going over. Don't know if you can hear that. No. Set out, covering team departures. I think it's going to be, yes, an out can be an anagram indicator, so SET is anagrammed, and that covers a team. Well, an 11 can be a team in football, XI in Roman numerals. Oops. So that would give us exits. All right, pullback, leading troops, president upset. I presume the definition is pull back because president upset sounds like wordplay. Yeah, maybe T followed by an anagram of a president. I'm wondering about Carter. Retract. No, that has 2 T's in it. Is that a president anagram of a... Oh, maybe, yeah, I think it is retract. So it's not an anagram, it's reversal. So we have the T that leads troops, and then we have Carter still with us. And so that gives us retract. All right, cities, tired wingers, desire to get to final. Well, I'm wondering if tired wingers are the outer letters of tired, a T and a D. They don't go well together. Desire, wish, yen. No, I don't see it. Excuse me. Here, cop, busted illegal fisherman. Okay, finally a write-in. Anagram of here, cop would be poacher. A section of grammar review of, how do you pronounce the Aeneid? 3 chapters. Oh, maybe section of grammar. And maybe a review means anagram of Aeneid, if I'm saying that right, as 6 letters. And then 3 chapters, maybe we have to put in the letter C 3 times. No, yeah, I'm thinking 2 of the C's would probably go together. Now I'm going to go back to the acrosses. Anything for my little girl read out. Oh, I think little could be L. I'm wondering if L plus girl plus read or read is anagrammed or out. And then you get the first of lessons at church. I don't know if there's a name for the first lesson. I think I used to know that. Let me pause and ponder. No, not thinking of it. How about maximum resentment reported? So I'm thinking it's a homophone for a word that means resentment, and it's going to mean maximum beginning with P. Oh, can't think of a. Oh, I can actually. Resentment might be a fit of peak, and that sounds like the peak would be the maximum. All right. Graves here would be, or sorry, graves would be included here. It must be a something list. I'm wondering if it's Graves, the writer. Was it Robert Graves? Oh, there was Rupert as well. Oh no, is that the actor? I'm getting confused. Yeah, I looked it up while I paused there. Rupert Brooks was the poet I was trying to think of. Um, could it simply be book list? No, I think there must be more to it than that. All right, how about meeting conducted with spirit? Oh, I think that's simply a seance, so just a cryptic clue. All right, so this could be, well, it's not accident, accidents. Let me look up and see if there's a word accidents. Yeah, it's something to do with inflection, I think, where you put stress in words. So happy to get that one. Shows scorn, but never without 5 on board. Well, never without 5, since 5 is the letter V in Roman numerals. Yeah, so that would be NWR, and on board, the old trick of putting something between two S's makes it on board a steamship or whatever SS stands for, and that gives us sneers. All right, he worked with deadly chemical. I think it must be HE anagrammed with deadly to give a chemical. I think it might be some kind of HYDE at the end. Let's try the anagram helper. None of these are looking. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe aldehyde. Oh, there's formaldehyde. So I wonder if aldehyde could be it. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, it's an organic compound with carbon, oxygen, double bond, and a hydrogen, something or other. All right. Ooh, let's look at my cities. So maybe my tired wingers do go in here, either side of the hyphen. Desire to get to final. Oh, how about a last ditch? Last ditch effort? So what's the city? The city is LA, and it is city apostrophe S, so LAS. And then a desire is an itch. By the way, apologies if I notice when I'm touching the screen here, it seems to be moving more today than it does usually. So I do have a slightly different setup, as in a different book I'm leaning my tablet on. All right, code breaker admitted to private education. Well, I think the code breaker is Alan Turing, and that his name admits TO, and that gives tutoring. Oh, I skipped over latest. Bulletin about coup d'etat, Scott dismissed. Oh, I do see the letters of Scott are in coup d'etat. And so if we remove SCOT, we have update, which is the latest bulletin. All right. Protection for half a day is almost hell. Something like purgatory or limbo would be almost on the way to hell, I suppose. Yeah, I don't get that. Nobbled one horse dealer. Maybe nobbled is telling us to anagram I for one plus horse, and somehow that's going to give us a dealer. I presume it would end in ER. Hosier? Hosier? They're, I think, a very specific dealer, right, in hosiery. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm going to leave it in. All right, let's try a couple of downs. Trousers added to rowing team. Could trousers be pants or something? Trousers added. Oh, it could be rowing team, or added to rowing as in fighting. And it gives us some kind of team. No. They may pass on what they know. Could it be just something like educators? That is 9 letters, I think. Well, how about caught, which can be C from cricket notation. Nieces playing, then could be an anagram of nieces. With physics, say, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not seeing a good anagram. This is a good clue. Comes into force. I presume it's a playful double definition. To come into can be to inherit, so something like that. Or maybe just enters, comes into, and then force. Force, of course, could be a military force, regiment or something. No, how about smear tactics from one leaving Orcadian, maybe. Well, Orcadian is 8 letters, and if I for one leaves, and then maybe telling us to anagram Orcadan, and how would that give us? Oh no, in fact, we need an S if Hosier is right. but I do think a smear tactic word could begin with an S. Yes, I think Orcadian means somebody from the Orkneys, does it? And therefore they would be an islander. But if the I leaves, you're left with slander. I like that. Okay, lights out. Here in France, it's decreed. Well, here in France would be EC, but ICI, don't see that, especially if the definition is it's decreed. Unless it's a Latin name, a Latin word for laws or something. No. Feature of Barnet Hospital, rebuilt losing house. All right, well, I do know Barnet is slang for hair. So I'm thinking it's going to be a feature of hair. And hospital is 8 letters. House can be HO. So I think it's going to be an anagram of SPITAL, which I think would be Platts. That might be a feature of your Barnet. All right. Yeah, let's look at this. Up mountain, 2 sharp bends, and a square. Yes, so a mountain might be an Alp, and if that goes up, you get PLA. And then 2 sharp bends, I think we've seen before, is used to clue the letter Z, and A gives us plaza. All right. They could be spare in city restaurant. All right, it's a hidden clue. We don't seem to get as many of those as we did a few months ago. Am I imagining that? Anyway, hidden within it is tires, which could be spare. All right, well, so far this is going a lot better than yesterday. Yeah, let's finish the acrosses. Okay, fruit, almost a pound once topped. I presume it's going to be a fruit. Almost a pound. No. Accepted model flag for the regiment. What's the definition going to be here? A regiment? Oh, yes. No, I thought for a moment squadron, but that isn't right. Accepted model. Model, of course, often Model T. Oh, flag could be a standard. I think this might be a triple definition. I'm not exactly sure, but I think the accepted model might be the standard. Flag is definitely a standard. And could the regiment, or maybe just flag for the regiment, a regiment's flag is called a standard. I'll make a note. We'll check that at 15 squared. All right. Could be White or Lewis. Lewis, partially. Funny having that repeated in parentheses, but you'd say you don't get a lot of hidden clues and then 2 come along close together. So hidden within both Lewis's, we have Isles. Is that a little theme today or just a coincidence? I think probably just a coincidence. Second, donkey, wandering. afar to small, tree. I think it might be a tree. Yeah, so I think I know the word, but I didn't know it was a tree. Second can be abbreviated to S. Donkey is an S, or ass, excuse me. Afar wandering is an anagram of afar, which in this case is AFRA. Small is S. And so sassafras must be a tree. Okay. So we've looked at everything once, comes into force. Yeah, the funny thing about this one is comes into suggests a word with an S at the end, which we have. But then how do we get that from force? Unless that S is the end of the verb for comes, and then we have a as or is, and it gives us a stasis or paralysis or something type of word. Now, all right, here are trousers added to rowing team. There are words or phrases for different sizes of rowing teams, aren't there? Like the eights, the Oxford eights or whatever. Wondering about pair, pantsuits. Nope. But my little girl read out first of, so that must be the L at the end is the first of lessons. Oh, unless it's oral, maybe. For read out could be oral. And then maybe it is a word for the first of lessons at church. Yeah, I don't know it. The Stones Memorial now ends in N. No. Oh, may precede tavern in the town. No, let me pause and think about what towns might end in E something A. I wonder if it could be just when I paused there with looking at May, and of course Theresa May. Let me put it in because I'm not seeing how the wordplay would work. Precede tavern in the town. No. Yeah, I'm not confident about that at all. Oh, oops, I'm throwing my stylus around. Yeah, don't know about that. Here with these trousers, I should be able to get added to rowing team. Well, added to, I was just thinking of plus, and I do remember, I think maybe from P.G. Wodehouse books, there were old trousers. I think they used or wore to play golf plus fours. And so added to his plus, and rowing team then must be fours. Now, I don't know why it's not plural teams, but not understanding the rowing terminology, I'm sure that's right. All right, that gives us a nice U Actually gives us two U's. Protection for half a day. Oh, I wonder if it could be half of a day of the week, like Tuesday. Sun. Ooh. Could it be sunblock? Almost, but how would that be almost hell? No, I don't like that. Lights out. Here in France, it's decreed. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is a word for decreed. Something affirmed. But lights out. Lighting out can mean traveling out, I think. No. Here's my fruit. Almost a pound once topped. What fruit has you? I'm just thinking of sultana, and then a fruit almost might be sultan, but how is that a pound once topped? Now, if pound is topped, then that might mean removing its first letter. And then you would get O-U-N-D, but no, I don't see that. All right, well, I wasn't getting very far with the fruit, so I looked over at 17 down. Oh, I just realized I have an E at the end. Anyway, I'm going to fix that because I did scribble on paper the letters of nieces with a C, and it jumped out to me then, of course, physics say could be science. All right, does that help me? The fruit now. Oh, I'm wondering if it could be a punnet. Little, what do you call it, basket of strawberries would be a punnet. Almost a pound once topped. No, not sure about that. Also, oh, so it's not. Oh, how about sun? No, not sunscreen. But I do like it being some kind of sun something. But I don't know what. Oh, if this was educators, then that would put a U there. I think I am going to type in educators just in case it's simply a cryptic definition. Let me check this one. No. Oh dear. All right, that's a bad sign. Okay. They may pass. Oh, they may pass on, or I suppose people who pass on. Or they may pass. Or they may pass based on what they know. All right, what else could this be if it's not sunspots? Yeah, this almost hell. Could hell be an anagram? No, where would the U come from? All right, what's another word for decreed that I think would begin with AFF? I do like affirmed, but oh, how about official? I like official because we do have EC in the middle. Lights out here in France. It's decreed. And we have awful around EC. But other than that, and lights out, I suppose you turn them off. Is that something to do with it? All right, I'm going to check this one. It is correct, but really don't understand why. All right, comes into force now. Yeah, let me pause and think about that one. I think it's a cryptic definition. So if you join a police force or an armed force, you enlist. So I think it simply enlists. Now, protection for half a day. Nuisance fits, but it doesn't fit the definition or the wordplay. No. How about the fruit again? I thought that might be a punnet, but don't see why. All right, little girl. Read out. Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's a possible. It doesn't look very likely in English to have that EO. Yeah, so I'm thinking then the L is simply first of lessons. Then the definition would be at church. I mean, could it be a type of church? Oh, how about a cathedral? CATRAL. Read out is an anagram of read followed by the first of lessons. So the little girl is Cath, CATH. All right. Okay. The Stones Memorial. I'm thinking this might simply be a cairn. I don't see a whole lot to that. Let's check it. It is a cairn. I mean, it's a stone, a standing stone would be a cairn, and I presume it is a memorial. Yeah, I'm not too impressed by that one, to be honest. Okay, this could be our friend Theresa May. Let's check it. It is right. So I don't understand either one or two down. All right, graves would be included here. I'm still thinking it's something list. Life list, time list. Are there any other famous graves I'm not thinking of? No. All right, I think I'm going to have to resort to wordplays.com for this one. Well, the first option at wordplays.com that fits this pattern is a wine list. So there must be a type of wine called a grave or grave. I have never heard of that, I'm afraid. All right, protection. For half a day is almost hell. So if I'm right, the first three letters are sun, let's say for Sunday. Then the S to E, I think would be most of the letters of a word for hell. Let me pause and think about synonyms for hell. Well, I saw on Webster Merriam's thesaurus they had shades for hell. They also have Hades, of course, but yeah, I'm wondering if it is. So sunshade, I can definitely see being protection, but are we supposed to read shade as an anagram of Hades or this other word, sunshades? I'm not exactly sure. All right, they may pass on what they know. Yeah, let me pause and think about the second letter, what that might be. Yes, so I think what I said earlier, they may pass based on what they know. People taking an exam are examinees. All right, that's clever. Ooh, I having that E now, I'm thinking of quince would be a fruit. Almost a pound. So a pound is a quid. Well, almost we get the QUI. And once topped is once without its first letter. I should have realized that. All right, finally, that's everything. Let's check all. Looks like everything is still there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Eileen. She said she did one 3 weeks ago. Ooh, a clear sense of deja vu at 22 down. Well, thank goodness that's not one I made a note of, but I don't think I realized we had it before. Aldehyde for the misdirection. All right, so I think on the acrosses, yeah, so graves or graves are a sub-region of the Bordeaux wine region. Never heard of it. 16. Oh, is I had to realize. So sun, half a day, is S, and then it is almost hell. I forgot about the almost part. So it is Hades minus the S. All right. So awful lights. What does that mean? Let me pause and look that up. Yeah, apparently lights are the lungs of game or livestock as used in cooking. Ugh. And light's another word for awful. Uh, Yikes. Okay. Well, I have a feeling I may have seen that in a crossword before and then forgot about it. I probably pushed it out of my mind because it's so unpleasant. Now, Eileen does say she can't see the containment indicator. So, yeah, I think that's a fair criticism. 25. So she thinks it is a triple definition. We'll see if anyone in the comments agrees. And then on the downs, yeah, cairn. Okay, just cryptic definition. There's a tavern in the town. May, and then precede tavern. Yeah, so yeah, if you don't know that song, then you're completely baffled, I'm sure. All right, I think I understood the rest of this. Yeah, so Alan, don't know the name of the song. Strange construction. Yeah. There is a tavern in the town, on the town. Oh yeah, what was 22 that she said? So yeah, so maybe that's how I got Plaza so easily, that it was in the last masquerade puzzle. Oh dear. Uh, let's see. Yeah, just curious about the standard. Red Rodney says a rowing team is a four, so fours are more than one team. Does anyone reply to Red Rodney? Yeah. Why fours plural? Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so there's a lot of little nitpicking going on today, but we got there. I spent too long convinced that Graves was the poet. Yeah, that was me too. All right, well, I did enjoy it, and it was a lot easier than yesterday's one by Vlad. Anyway, thank you as always for watching, and have a wonderful day.